Hi. Welcome to this week's awakening game. We're going to play a game called Let 'em Have It. No, we're not going to do that. We are going to play a game called Let 'em Have It, but we're not going to be doing this. It's a different kind of Let 'em Have It. This is a game where we are going to start letting go of our need to be right. That's what we're going to do. I'm trying to figure out where to start here because there are so many ways that we like to be right. I guess opinions is one big possibility, whether they're political opinions, spiritual opinions, opinions on how the house should be kept clean or let loose to be free, or or opinions about how to raise children, or opinions about what's happening in the news, or on and on and on and on and on. So we have a tendency as people to think that we're right. And that's an egoic tendency. So we want to start undoing that tendency by letting go of our need to be right and letting them have their need to be right. We're going to let them have it. Let them have the need to be right. We're going to give it away. So the way this works is whenever you notice that you're in a situation where you think you're right and someone else thinks they're right, you're going to let them have it. So maybe it's a political opinion and they think such and such should happen and you think such and such should happen. You're going to let them have it. So for example, you might just say something like, never saw it that way before. Or, oh, you make some interesting points, or whatever, but you're going to surrender your need to be right and you're going to let them have it. Let them have their need to be right. I have played this game in the extreme, and it's been really, really helpful. For example, I remember one time when I was in a town for a weekend with a couple other people. None of us lived there, but I had been there before. And they wanted to go to this one particular restaurant that was downtown, and we were at a corner. And you had to either go left or you had to go right. And somebody said, which way is downtown? And the other person in the car said, to the right. And I said, no, it's to the left, because, it was. And this person said, no, it's to the right. I let him have it. Even though the truth is downtown was to the left, I let him have it. I just said, okay, maybe I'm wrong. That's exactly what I said. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. And I let them turn right. And they drove about 15, 20 minutes and suddenly, finally realized, wow, it must not be this way. It was only a few blocks the other way. And then they decided it must have been the other way. They, turned around and went back the other way. And I was very careful, although the desire was there to say, see, I told you, right? Just let them have it. Let them have the exploration. Let them have not remembering that I said it was left. Just let them have it. By letting them have it, I am letting go of my need to be right. I'm letting go of my need to be acknowledged as right? Let them have it. So the way this game works is that whenever you notice that you are in I'm going to call it a face-off. Whenever you notice that you're in a face-off with another person and you think you're right and they think they're right, you let them have it. Now, there might be an exception to this, so let me just say it. If somebody could get hurt in some way, right? Like if you're certain you're right and safety is at stake or something like that, then maybe you need to go ahead and, out of love and compassion, everything else, insist a little more. But that seldom happens, right? It was even okay that I let these people drive 20 minutes in the wrong direction. Nobody's life was in danger, right? So, you know, if it's really a safety issue, we'll say, right? Something's at risk that's like that, then, and you know that you're right. And funny thing is, sometimes you might not even be right then. You might find out later, then you can just laugh. But if you really feel that you're right, and in that way it's important, then that's, I'm not asking you to play the game then, okay? But everything else I am. Even if they're going to drive in the wrong direction, go to the wrong town, show up at the wrong time. If they are insisting they're right, let them have it. Now, for some of you, this may be hard, especially when it comes to certain opinions, you know, religious opinions, political opinions. People really cling to these things sometimes. So it may be very hard to let them have it. You may almost feel like something's at risk when it's not. Well, I'll tell you what's at risk is your ego, and that's okay to let that be at risk. So if you find this game too hard to play, I want you to go back and play a previous game. It was game number 15, the opinion game. So if you find that you can't play this game, it's too hard, you can't let them have it, you still need to be right, then go back and play game number 15, the opinion game. Let me just show you that real quick. I'll share my screen. And in fact, even if you're going to play let them have it, you might want to go review the opinion game. That might help you to play this game. So it's actually video number 16, because video 15 is a review. So it's video 16, but game 15, the opinion game. So maybe everybody could go back and review this video just to help you practice this game. And then if you find that you just aren't ready for let them have it, go back and practice the opinion game instead. So you really have two choices for this week. Okay, so we're going to let them have it, but we're not going to let them have it. Right? We're going to let them have it. We're letting go of our ego. We'll let them have it. They can have that feeling of being right. You know, they can have that. We are unburdening ourselves of the need to be right. And I will see you next week with a new awakening game. Bye.